California Golden Bears, taking on a team looking for its first win, the LSU Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. From the gun, the running back has it. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Safe completion on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
There's a lot of different ways this offense can attack you throwing the ball. One of them is getting the running back going, and the screen is a great way to get him lathered up and get the defense starting to think about him a little bit more now.
Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Open space at the 25. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Cal! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. Offense set on 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line. LSU quick to the line. End off from the shotgun. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of a guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Falk. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability too. So many different tools in his toolbox.
Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. With the catch, it's Simmons. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in and week out, working on those critical down and distances, 3rd downs. And having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Looking for a gap. It's Simmons. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Nice run there on 1st down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get laddered up.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Quarterback checking the play. On 2nd down, looking to throw. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Hauls it in at the 25. Looking everywhere for room to run with really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. They got it snapped before the play clock ran out. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Offense getting set for 1st down. Here's the handoff. Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
This offense has a 2nd down play. They'll go right back to him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted. They got him down quickly after the pick, but he'd already made the biggest play, and they've got it at the 38.
And that's just excellent cover. Cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the end.
He's loose, and he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, LSU! There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
Looking for the two-point try. Trying to bully their way in. He will be stopped short on the two-point conversion attempt as they were trying to take the lead.
That keeps the score. Cal 7, LSU 6.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down.
This defense is flying around with bad intentions. How about the stick the defender just laid on the tight end?
They've gotten this thing up and running fast, back and forth. We're inside a minute to play in the first. The give to the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Fires to the big fella. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And listen, I know he just got rocked, but he held onto the football and got the first down. So when he can get up, when he has the strength to get back up, nothing to be worried about. Nice play, nice catch. Don't worry about that big stick. I got the first down. Signal that thing for me and celebrate.
Running back searching for a hole. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line.
Brings up second down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Cal 7, LSU 6.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Determined effort to pick up 6 and get it inside the red zone and down to the 16.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside.
Down, and this crowd will blow out a vocal cord to help this defense. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And the Golden Bears get it past the sticks.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
They've been running it, but now the pass. Fires the pass, intercepted. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Give to the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
That player is so lucky he did not put that football on the ground. What a tackle by that defender. Phenomenal individual effort getting that tackle for loss.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
No gain on the play. 3rd down coming up.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that pass picked off. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
Really tough on an offense. 3rd and long, it's tough to, you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath. But, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get that 1st down. He does there, and that's why he creates the turnover.
Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the running back. They open the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
And, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. On 4th down, going to the air. Trying to pick up the 1st out of the backfield. Knocked down after a short game, but enough to move those chains.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. And they got him for the sack.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
A big play for the defense with the 1st down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on 2nd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. The QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have 2. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after the pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Going downfield for the big play. It's a big stride inside the 10. Touchdown, LSU! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here comes the two-point try. They want to throw it. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over. Move it behind. Some players more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
They'll go right back to it. Just enough there to get it to the 25. A pickup of 2.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
And they can't make the play on third down.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. Tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance.
Throws toward the end zone. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. This quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Finds his back in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And just no hesitation there by the quarterback, right? Primary target not open, so find your check down. Where's my running back? Yeah, I know I'm under pressure, and I know I'm going to get hit, but I'm not taking a sack. I'm going to find a way for us to get a few extra yards here.
He makes the connection. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Time to take a shot. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Takes it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And it's nice to be the middle of the field safety. That's my responsibility. I own the middle. You want to come across the middle? I'm going to hit you. If you want to throw it across the middle, I'm going to do a good job breaking on the football. Unbelievable job. You've got to have vision on the quarterback. See it, break it, go get it. Give me that INT.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Oh, he wants it all. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Tiger! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup. Auburn had an impressive showing there on the Plains, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Bo Jackson is impressed with this one. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
He's got it. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Looking to move it through the air. They're trying to get to him. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Got it past the marker. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
It's complete. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. The Golden Bears getting set on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And another mistake from this quarterback. That's back-to-back drives now that have resulted in interceptions. He's got to find a way to find something different, get in a better rhythm, start seeing the field better, Palmer, because he's not in a flow right now.
No, David, it looks like he's forcing the football a little bit, maybe trying to make up.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And if you're going to win games, you've got to hit on the home run type plays. And that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Golden Bears will kick it away to crank up the second half. He's going to bring it out from deep. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third. He's going to throw deep right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Slips through the line. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Fires to the tight end. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Might as well give it to him again. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
On second down, he'll let it fly. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Got enough space. Touchdown, Golden Bears. What a catch and run for 6. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. But then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
PAT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive.
LSU.
And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll return it. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Oh, it looks like the offense was able to recover it.
That's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. They're bringing heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. And the Tigers moving quickly to the line. Leaves it with the back. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. Motion from the offense. Little touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to pass on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection.
And that's a great lesson for young quarterbacks out there. You don't have to force every football deep down the field. I know it's 3rd and long, and that play definitely is designated to go to a wide receiver somewhere, but hey, check it down to your running backs. These guys are great athletes, and they can make good things happen when you give them the ball in space.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. On 2nd down, will they go back to the ground game? The aerial assault continues. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Trying to take it back. The 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Cal. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. He looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turning on the Jets, making the big play.
Slams ahead. He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. And he's going to run it back. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive through. Going to take a shot at this DB. For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
Man, I've been there. This is one of those games you just want to forget right away and turn the page. 4 picks now thrown by this guy, and you're just not able to make your reads. Things aren't clicking. You're not seeing the field, and the ball's not coming out right. Next week cannot come soon enough for him, I can tell you that.
They'll try the run. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Stopped at the 41-yard line after the 5-yard gain.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
They'll put it in play from the... Wide out in motion. With jet sweep pass. Across the 45. Oh, look out! And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
I love this play call. You want to get your playmakers the football in space. What a creative way. This little kind of push pass by the quarterback. Get him to the receiver's hands quickly and let him go make yards.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Snags it, and he will score. Touchdown, Golden Bears.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And stampeding through the defense. And the returner will be knocked down. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Looking to go up top on first down. And they can't make the connection, and 3 quarters are in the books as we head to the 4th. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up 3rd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Caught over the middle. It's Young. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where
all kinds of running room. The 30, at the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Dude, if I'm a DC, I'm throwing my football. I'm throwing my hands up in the air. What do you want me to do? I mean, this is unbelievable, having a guy this dynamic at the quarterback spot that can take it 50-plus and make it look that easy. You stop it.
After the score, they need this two-point conversion to tie. He's looking to throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Great play by the defense there. You're winning by 2. You can't allow them to tie it. Someone's got to make a play, and they show up in a big moment.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. He wants to throw. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on deep.
Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 40.
I pressed the wrong button.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football. Had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the fourth quarter. Time to go win it.
Crosses the 30. He's got to lay it. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
On to attempt to try. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 5 here in the fourth. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Georgia looked dominant on the way to victory today. That offense had zero problem putting up points, and the defense almost resembled the days of Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter, and Nakobe Dean. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They'll go to the ground. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Firing to the right, complete. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Quick pass on the fly motion. They get him down. Tough run. Picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19. 3rd down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. They'll try to get the first through the air. They'll run the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. A 5-point game here, getting very late in the offense. Will stay on the field on 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
I know there's a lot of play callers that would try to throw the football there on 4th and 2, but they decided to run it, and that was a great call. First down.
Huge moment coming here as they try to punch it in and quiet this crazy, raucous crowd. They'll ride the hot hand. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. On 2nd down, wants to throw. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Enormous play coming right here. 3rd down, and this crowd is bringing down the house. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Quick strike complete. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
And I think fans get upset sometimes. Like, run your route past the sticks so we get the first down. But nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and force.
Touchdown, Cal! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice.
And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense.
That decision to go for 2 is going to be questioned and criticized all throughout the rest of the year and all throughout the offseason as well. If you just kick it, you tie it, and you send this thing into overtime potentially. But now because you went for the win, you need an onside kick to have a shot to pull this one in.
Oh, he's going to take a chance. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. He wants to throw here on second down. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
When you're down late in the game, you got to make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You could tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They'll give it to the back. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with a W.
Go straight ahead. And he gets it into the end zone for the touchdown, and it's not just a touchdown, it is a dagger in this game.
That is how it's done. Great job by this offense, and because of the score and the time, you kick the extra point because you're going to make them go down the field, have to score, and get a 2-point conversion to tie this football game. Great drive by this offense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Off the play fake on first down. He's going up top here late in the game. And he's thrown another interception. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
Aggressive versus reckless. It's such a fine line when you're trailing and you need to make plays late in the game. The offense was reckless, turned the football over, and this one doesn't look great.
They'll get this drive started from their own 26. The give out of the gun. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, you know, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get one, actually just kind of one stop with this many points being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.